just wanted to give an update. I cleaned the dresser off first, sanded it with just the foam sanders. That seemed to work well enough. And then I've started painting, and this side is pretty dry now, and you can see, well, that part's wet, but you can see that it gets darker as it dries. So this is dried, and I'm starting to paint next to it. I'm kind of doing them in sections. So at first I was thinking the color was a little too light. Now I'm liking it a lot more. I'm going to definitely go back. I'm trying to get as much coverage as possible, but I'm definitely going to go back and fill in some little bare spots without applying too much paint in one coat. But it is looking pretty good. So I've painted the whole piece with chalk paint. I used Amy Howard. Good Man is hard to find. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't even say it on here. But that's what color it is. And touched up places. And it's looking really good. But I have decided to wax and use this Dust of Ages, also by Amy Howard. So you'll need to use wax too. I ended up getting this Briwax just because a lot of tutorials that I saw use this wax. So I had bought this before I decided on Amy Howard products. I decided on Amy Howard products because she has a lot of videos showing how to use her products, and I just felt more comfortable with that, and I liked how you can customize things with different finishes. So I have this round, I think it's called a China bristle brush, and I got it on Amazon, and I'm going to use this for the wax. And then I have another angled brush that I also got on Amazon that I'm going to use for the dusting. So I am going to do what I saw on an Amy Howard tutorial, even though I'm not using her waxes. She has a light wax and a dark wax, so I don't know. That added another layer of figuring out what color wax anyway, that since I already had this one, I don't have to worry about it, I guess. I'm just gonna try what I have. So first what she does is she dips it in the wax, and then she removes the excess. I have this shoebox here, and she removes a lot. She calls it unloading. So unloading it, and then she goes on and I think just dabs it. So she dabs it, and then she lets it dry. Just until it becomes tacky, is what she says. So maybe just a couple minutes. And then she goes back and applies the Dust of Ages. So I'm just gonna start off with a little section here. This is kind of hard to do a video at the same time. But I'm gonna start with just a little section, let it dry some, and then try the Dust of Ages, which is gonna give it just a little more depth in all of these different grooves, and it'll make it look a little more interesting and give it some age. So, okay. I think my skills are getting better. I'm understanding a little more. I've just loaded my wax. And then I watched her video. So she says, when you offload it, I think that's what she calls it, you're trying to get the wax to be even on the brush. And then she also says don't do it with her dark wax, only do it with clear wax and light wax. And then you just come across, it goes on really easily. And then you can, she calls it pounce down in those crevices. She's kind of funny. If you haven't seen any of her videos, they're kind of entertaining as well to help you throughout the process. I'm gonna unload my wax on the bottom of the shoebox, and then I'm gonna try to catch some of the dust on here so I can keep reusing it like she does, because I don't know how far this is gonna go with this piece. But yeah, she cakes it on. Look at this mess. So just to show you what it looks like in the different stages, this is just the chalk paint, One Step Chalk Paint by Amy Howard. You can tell it's very matte, very smooth, and opaque. Here, I've just waxed it. It needs to dry a little. And then this side, I've already dusted with the dust of ages. And you can see it gives it that like character here. And depth. Dusted this whole side, and if I can remember correctly, I watched it 2 days ago, but I think she just uses a lint-free rag and then buffs it. So I just really want to show y'all what I'm doing. I want this to be like just as if you were doing it for the first time. I don't know. We're gonna see how this works. I might need to start watching some videos again because I'm not exactly sure. So far, I'm a little nervous about this. I kind of like how it looks on the sides. I like how it's like aging it some, and I think I'm really liking it. I was kind of nervous at first. Felt like I was ruining a perfectly good paint job. But, okay, so this is waxed and dusted, but it's not buffed yet. And I'll show you that this one is buffed. So, I don't know if you can see it as well in the camera. But what I really like is that, so these two are not buffed, and this one is buffed. What I like about it is the dimension that it gives, and it whitens all of the creases. And when you buff the flat surfaces and the raised edges, it really gives it like, it's like using highlighter on your face.